Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that's going to let you make one super easily. And then you can distribute it everywhere and even earn money doing this. All in one place. And it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and even edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard.
Ever since we discovered Spotify for Podcasters, it's been really great. Really get the people involved and ask questions and get ideas for new podcasts. So it's really helped us. And I highly recommend you give it a try. So download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started.
It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
So 16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast again.
What up?
What's up, everybody?
So I'm Eric,
I'm Sean. What's up, y'all?
This is Jorge.
and we're back for another episode.
The hiatus is fucking over, baby.
It's over. We're gonna come at you with so much
back
content.
to back.
So much content.
Oh my God, content
Come at you.
kings.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh my God.
Although somebody said to us that the only way that we could step up a level is if we did 2 a week.
Yeah, but
I would like to get there one day.
Okay, no, trust me. We would.
Because you do a Monday, Friday, or no?
We would do
Tuesday, Thursday, or something.
We would do 2 a week if
Tuesday,
if
Friday.
we didn't have to work our other jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they paid us.
Yeah, if we had enough Patreon members that like we could do this full time, we'd be doing it.
Hint, hint.
We'd be like, for more Patreon.
Yeah.
Pump up the Patreon.
Okay, so this episode we are doing the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh yeah.
This is
A classic.
The
classic.
the original conspiracy.
I mean, you say top
Top
20?
5?
No.
Definitely
It's not top 5.
Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, those
Yeah,
two.
that's kind of in there, though. Top 10.
Yeah,
Top
top
10.
okay,
Top
top
10.
10.
Anyways, Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
Where is Loch Ness?
That's a great question. Loch Ness, located in the Scottish Highlands.
God, we gotta go there.
It has the largest volume of fresh water in Great Britain.
We have to take a like a podcast trip.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
Wouldn't
a,
that
go
be
research
cool?
like a research tour.
Wouldn't that be
research
so rad?
event?
What if we did live podcast from the shores of Loch
Shores
Ness?
of Loch Ness.
That would be so rad.
That'd be sick as fuck.
The wind
in.
is whipping.
They're like, what are you saying? You're like,
Yeah.
we're here at Loch Ness.
That'd be fun. Okay, so this body of water, and what's wild about Loch Ness is that it is abnormally deep,
How deep?
800 feet deep,
Holy shit.
but it's very narrow.
I know, which is weird.
Yeah.
Maybe like an asteroid hit her or
So
something?
do you know how
What the
long
fuck?
it is? It's 23 miles.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
Really?
23 miles long, but it's very narrow, but it's super deep.
How did it get so deep?
Well, Ice Age.
Science.
History. I don't
Loch
know.
Ness Monster.
I mean, Project Bluebeam did a couple earthquakes.
I know, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually a projection of the deepness.
It takes its name from a nearby river, which is called Inverness. So it's Loch Ness.
Okay.
So it's right next. So it is very cold, very cold. The water's average temperature is about 40 degrees.
Jesus fuck.
And that's Fahrenheit. And so for our friends in Europe,
Yeah. Everybody else in the
It's
world.
like
yes,
3 degrees Celsius.
it's 5 degrees Celsius.
That was close.
5
That was
degrees
close.
Celsius.
That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just to make sure we're all on the same page here, when we say the word loch means lake in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
I knew it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's Loch Ness.
So it's like the lake of the River Ness.
That's right. So Lake Erie, it would be Loch Erie.
Loch Erie.
Okay.
Loch Erie. Yeah. And that's it. That's really all it means, right? Scholars of Loch Ness Monster find dozens of references to Nessie in Scottish history. And that's
Nessie.
That's Nessie. So this is dating back all the way to AD 500.
Oh, wow.
When local Picts, and their names are Picts, Picts, these are ancient people that lived in northern Scotland around the time of the Roman Empire.
Like fishing. They're out
Yeah,
there. These
catching
some fish.
very basic folks.
Yeah, fucking cavemen.
Very basic folks. But they were the ones who drew creatures on the stones in caves and that sort of thing.
Okay.
It was actually probably a ploy just to get. They're like, girl, you can't go to that Loch Ness. They gonna get you. You gotta come to me for protection. Look, I joined in the cave.
Come hang out on this teepee.
I don't even know what to say to
I
that.
got the fire. Oh, I got fish. Why don't you get over here, girl?
The earliest written reference to a monster in Loch Ness is 7th century biography of Saint Columba. And St. Columba was an Irish missionary who introduced Christianity to Scotland. So in 565, according to his biographer, St. Columba was on his way to visit the king of northern Picts near Inverness. When he stopped at Loch Ness, was traveling through Scotland, when he came across a group of people burying a man. When he asked what happened, they claimed that the man had tried to cross the river, and it was nearby the river Inverness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He tried to cross the river and was attacked by a monstrous water beast. Curious.
How did they get its body? This. I don't know. He washed up ashore.
Curious, Columba asked one of his followers to try swimming across.
Okay.
Monster.
The monster killed him. Swim across the lake. Just do this for me. One of my followers. God's got your back.
Yes.
Just go swim across that lake.
God will protect you.
Trust me. I'm
Wait,
God.
no. Do it in a
I'm
Scottish
God.
accent.
Swim hold on. 1 second. Hold on a second. Swim across the lake. I don't know. That's like Irish.
Yeah. Well, he was an Irish missionary, so that
Swim
works out.
across the lake here.
Yep.
Trust me, God's got your back. Here.
Yo, man. So Columba asked one of his followers to swim across.
What a dick. One of his followers was like, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
A monster approached him, but Columba stepped forward and, making the sign of the cross, said,
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
he made the sign of the cross and said, "Go no further. Do not touch the man. Go back at once." And the monster
The beast receded.
and the beast receded.
Oh my God.
The monster fled.
I love how his homie's like swimming. He's like 100 yards in. He's tired as shit. Monster Rush is like, live, beast.
Yeah.
Like all he has to do is cross his 2 fingers from 100 yards away, and the beast knows that.
Yeah. Although I don't know if he just did his fingers. All he did, maybe he made it.
You just added that in.
No, all I know is that in the fairy tale, or not it's the biography.
The fairy tale. It is a fucking fairy
The
tale.
biography of him says he made the sign of the
The
cross.
sign of the cross.
So he could have been like that. He could have been like that. He could have been
two
like
sticks.
this. Yeah, we don't know.
My thing is like this. Whoever wrote this biography was on the take. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Right.
Literally the most unfactual thing that's ever happened.
So that was in AD 565. There weren't really any other sightings until like the 1800s.
Yeah,
wow.
20 bucks.
Okay.
20 bucks
So
says
fast
if there
forward.
was a monster, his homie got killed, and he was like,
Yeah.
"We're gonna make this about God." Trust me. This
So
is gonna be hot.
in 1933, we're going to jump forward 2,400 years. Yeah, no big deal.
Well, not 2400 because this was AD.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Whoa.
So sorry.
It's getting late here.
This is like 1300 years.
1,300 years later. Tit for tat.
I was waiting. God, I haven't heard a tit for tat in so long.
It's been a few episodes.
I needed that.
So in 1933, a new road was constructed along the Loch Ness shore. So
Cobblestone,
this made
baby.
it so people can get there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So a
they
new
go for
road.
like the Highlands.
Yeah.
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 Man, hey.
So on May 2nd, 1933, the Inverness Courier, which is a newspaper, apparently, reported that a local couple claimed to have seen an enormous animal rolling and plunging on the surface. And the story of Loch Ness Monster became a phenomenon, with London newspapers sending correspondence to Scotland and a circus offering 20,000 reward for capture of the beast. After 1933, the sightings increased, the interest increased. Another couple claimed to have seen the beast on land, crossing the shore road. British newspapers sent reporters there. Daily Mail went there. They hired a big game hunter named Marmaduke to capture the beast.
Marmaduke.
I mean, things
Capture
got
the beast,
wild.
Marmaduke.
You know what I mean? After a few days searching the loch, Marmaduke reported finding footprints of large four-legged animal.
I think it's funny because like that's what always happens. There's a little intrigue, and everyone's like, "I seen it. I seen the monster. He was on shore. I seen the monster."
Even with not shit like this, but like we talked about, or we did an episode on DB Cooper, and it's like, oh yeah, I seen him here, I seen him there. It's like it just pops up
and
everywhere.
then everyone's on their deathbed.
Yeah.
I'm DB Cooper. They're like, you're a black woman. What are you talking about? I am DB Cooper.
You guys got the story wrong.
You were mistaken.
It was not a man.
I was wearing a costume.
In response to Marmaduke's claims of finding footprints of a large four-legged animal, the Daily Mail carried the dramatic headline, all in capital letters, "Monster of Loch Ness is not legend, but a fact."
we have no actual information. Fact. Proven.
Fake news. Fuck
So
it. Who cares?
You know,
Fuck it.
so
Selling papers.
Scores of tourists descended on Loch Ness and sat in the boats or deck chairs waiting for an appearance of the beast. Of course,
like in the boats. And like,
of course,
He never
nothing
showed up.
happened.
never showed up. Also, it's a she.
Oh shit.
Right?
How do they know?
Nessie.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, don't they call?
I mean, it's
There's
each
like-
to their own. Yeah, I mean, if you think it's a guy.
What does
I thought it was a guy.
What about
Yeah,
Lionel Messi?
Yeah.
Messi?
Yeah.
Messy.
Messi's a dude.
The goat.
He is the goat. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So they even put plaster casts of footprints that they found. You know, they put the plaster of Paris and they sent it back to the National History Museum. They reported that they were hippopotamus tracks.
I saw a giant thing. Trust me, it's huge.
You know, yeah. Then we come to the surgeon's photograph, and it is the most famous Loch Ness Monster photograph.
I mean, but
Let me
in
see
the,
this.
but in the grand scheme, it's like you take this picture, that doesn't look big at all.
No. But how
It's a
far
scale.
away were they?
I know the scale is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like it literally looks like
like a bird.
It looks like a tiny
Yeah, like one of those ducks that like likes to dive in and has
Yeah.
a long ass neck.
It's either that or like I told Eric, it's a dude with a sock on his hand. And he's literally going like,
Yeah.
like
So we're gonna post this on pretty much everything. We'll
it's
span
everywhere.
Yeah. No, we'll post a photo, but it's called the surgeon. It's called the surgeon's photograph of 1930. So the surgeon's photograph is reportedly the first photo of the creature's head and neck, and it supposedly was taken by Robert Kenneth Wilson, a London gynecologist.
Of course. I love how the head, like, if that's an actual picture, his head is smaller than his neck, which is weird.
I know.
It's a really creepy animal.
Yeah, that is.
It's like scary. It's like a worm with a
So
bigger butt.
it was published in the Daily Mail in 1934. But Wilson refused to have his name associated with it.
Because he knew it was bullshit.
So it was then known as the surgeon's photograph, even though he was a gynecologist.
It's gonna fuck up my practice.
Yes.
Spread your legs, sweetheart.
According, oh my God. Of course.
Here comes Nessie.
No.
I am the Loch Ness Monster. You have a yeast infection.
Let the Loch Ness Monster take care of that for you.
Don't worry about this, sweetheart. Your insurance is going to cover this.
So according to Wilson, he was looking at the loch when he saw the monster. He grabbed his camera, snapped 4 photos. Only 2 exposures came out clearly. The first reportedly shows a small head and back. The second shows a similar head in a diving position.
So this is the first one.
The first photo became well known. The
Okay.
second attracted little publicity because it was blurry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's also taking
Yeah,
this
it was
on like fucking ancient. Fucking,
So that's the non-blurry one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. So that's the back because it kind of you can
Yeah.
think that it's like part of the wave or part of the water there. Okay.
Yep. So for 60 years, the photo was considered evidence.
I wish this was like evidence. Like, see, I told you I'm rich. Look at this. This is my bank account.
Skeptics, though, say it could be driftwood. It could be an elephant underwater. It could be
It could be an elephant.
It could be an otter. It could be a bird.
It could be an elephant.
One of the biggest problems is the scale.
Yeah, the scale is so off.
Yeah, and it's often cropped to make it seem larger than it really is.
Yeah, because I mean, even if this was like max zoom, it just doesn't look like it'd be that big.
While the uncropped shot shows the other end of the loch and the monster in the center, the ripples in the photo were found to fit the size and pattern of a small ripples rather than the big waves when it's close up. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Hey guys, are you obsessed with us?
That's
I
cool.
am.
Can you just
like
not
that.
get enough?
That's all right. We don't blame you.
We just launched a Patreon and Spotify exclusive content. There are 2 ways you can sign up for exclusive content. The first is through Spotify. There's a link in our profile description that links you to the Spotify premium page. And that's only $2.99 a month. And it gets you an ad-free experience and it gets you extra episodes that come out every month. The other way is through our Patreon. All you got to do is go to Patreon and search The Conspiracy Podcast, and you'll find us. There are many different levels there, all giving different amounts of content.
And you get a lot of bennies with this, like maximum bennies. No ads.
You get some exclusive discounts on our merch.
Oh yeah, you get access to our. We had a Discord.
Yeah.
You want to like talk to us in real time?
Do you want to yell at us constantly live?
Yeah. Do you want to have free access to cuss us out without any repercussions whatsoever?
Or just simply suggest a new episode that we got to do.
There you go. And on top of it, you get 5 free mini episodes right out the gate.
And then one a month from then on.
What is a
right.
mini episode, real quick?
A mini episode is basically a conspiracy or a mystery where it just doesn't warrant a full hour-long episode.
So go to conspiracypodcast.com/Patreon.
Yeah.
So it pretty much equating that it's a small thing coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Because of the ripple pattern.
Yeah. An analysis
Solved.
in 1993, the Discovery Communications documentary about Loch Ness discovered and analyzed the photo. Their analysis said the full photograph indicated that the object was small, only about 90 centimeters long.
So the Loch Ness Monster is like a slug.
Super tiny.
What the fuck is that?
So since then, since 93, 94, most agree that the photo was either a hoax or it was an animal, but then they played it off as,
It's like a goose or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Like it's fucking chilling. Swan.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole story about how Marmaduke didn't want to, they tried to scam the newspaper and the newspaper tried to scam Marmaduke. He was the hunter.
I mean, the fact that his name
there's
is
a whole
Like the
thing.
original
Yeah.
paparazzi or something?
Yeah.
Marmaduke.
I know. There's even, it goes even as far as they put a toy in the water, took a photo of it, and then made it seem like they caught it. So then they tried to get the
Marmaduke caught
Yes.
caught the beast.
Rubber ducky and scaled it down.
He's like, I can't transport it till I have full payment.
So, since 1934, there's been amateur investigators constantly trying to research. Universities sent out teams, expeditions to Loch Ness using sonar to search the deep, but nothing really conclusive has been found.
Okay.
In 1975, Boston's Academy of Applied Science combined sonar and underwater photography in an expedition to Loch Ness. A photo resulted after enhancement appeared to show the giant flipper of a plesiosaur-like creature.
It's a plesiosaur.
Plesiosaur is, you could look
Yeah,
it up.
we're good
It's
at this.
it's an old dinosaur that kind of looks like Loch Ness.
Platypusosaur.
Or it kind of looks like Nessie. It's like a swimming dinosaur.
Oh, wow. That's like some fucking
See what I mean?
Jurassic World shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's with the fins.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mix of
see
like,
it, like
I don't know,
fins.
Yeah.
a whale,
There you go.
shark,
Yeah.
long ass neck
Yeah.
with
Is this a sharp teeth? It's like a raptor,
Yeah.
like a raptor head, and then
Yeah.
like a seal
Yeah.
with giant seal body.
yeah. There you go.
So that was one theory, was that it was a dinosaur that survived.
Oh, okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah? Okay. A couple of things against that theory. is that apparently Loch Ness was frozen solid during the most recent ice age.
How the fuck do they know that?
Yeah.
Well, science.
They're like, well, we took the soil samples and
Pretty
special soil samples, switch the samples, and
pretty much science.
it's frozen.
Yeah, science. So they were saying in the past 10,000 years it was frozen, and so the
I love how-
plesiosaur couldn't survive.
I love how that's
No,
science.
hell no.
I love how that's science. We're like, well, the last 10,000 years, that's what happened that we weren't there for it.
Yeah. Additionally,
Science.
it's 40 degrees.
Okay.
It's already cold AF.
It's cold as shit, and it's freshwater and la, 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 la.
Well, I mean, but
Yeah.
but granted, like there are creatures that live like 2 to 4,000 feet underwater, and it's fucking freezing death cold down there.
Yeah. The other theory is that it's kind of like a whale with a serpent kite.
Oh, like maybe like
Yeah.
a weird,
Alteration.
maybe like
Yeah.
whale like abnormality.
Yeah, I mean, like you see a human, and there's like one dude who's 7'9", and you're like, whoa,
And you're like, this guy's a fucking alien.
that guy's it's abnormal. Yeah, so maybe it's a whale with a really long neck.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's totally possible.
Yeah.
Like a narwhal.
Just one though.
Well,
Just one.
maybe he's like an incest.
So that's a great point.
Maybe
That's a great point.
Maybe it was like an incest
Jorge,
whale.
Jorge made a great
there's
point.
several
It's a great point.
7-foot plus
So there was a
humans.
study done on survival and how many people or how many, let's just say humans. Okay. How many humans do you need to survive as humanity?
Oh, like how many in order to repopulate it? Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
What do you think? What's the guess? What's the minimum?
Minimum's probably
Without inbred getting all weird.
10,000.
No.
I was gonna say
way less. It's 30.
30?
I was gonna say like 500. I don't know.
Without inbreeding?
Yeah. Well, there's still going to be some, but
Not like not a lot.
but based on 30, 30 is the minimum you would need to survive.
You're not that much of my cousin.
Yeah, like-
it's okay.
You're a little weird, but like you can still talk.
Like say we had an apocalyptic situation.
All you need is 30 motherfuckers to like to make it
say
go
we
in.
went to 29, over.
Dude, that'd be kind of tight to be part of that 30.
No.
I would say
30 is the minimum for a species to continue.
I mean, barring
In
the
theory.
barring,
Without like us putting them in a zoo and going bang. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where there's like 6 bald eagles left and we just got to do it.
I mean, barring that, like, everyone was like, "These pretty solid to be part of that 30."
I was like, where is he going with this?
I'd love to repopulate the planet. Let's fucking
Let's go.
let's go. Let's fucking go.
So the theory with that though is that there can't just be one
Yeah.
They can
for
only-
hundreds of years.
There can only be one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The quickening.
So there you go. That's the end
There you
of
go.
that. Yeah.
It's solved.
I want to do the math on that. 15 dudes, 15 chicks. So they all have because you'd
As
have,
far as what, like the
you'd have
No,
to
the
get,
documentary I watched.
no,
on
but
it.
you'd have to get super sketch with like the breeding patterns to make it go.
Totally.
It'd be
I know.
really,
No, it'd be
really
on the
nefarious.
edge.
It'd be
It'd be
super
on the
nefarious.
edge.
Like,
Yeah.
So that's okay. So
Yeah, I mean,
It's like-
you're like
it's like-
that's the bare minimum.
it's
to
like-
That's the
fucking
minimum
survive.
to survive.
Yeah, because it's like your homie's kid. You're like, I've got to breed with her.
Well,
It's
no.
like, it's gonna be weird. It's
No,
gonna
say
be
it's
super
six-
sketch.
say-
But she got
16?
ass, so like she's
No,
not
but
really my cousin.
No, but the point is the point is though that you have to throw out like civilized
Morals.
civilized
Like,
concepts.
fucking-
yeah.
So you go, okay, there's 15 men, 15 women, or male, female.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you're not tied to one.
No, and then you switch, and then
Yes.
you're switching.
Yes,
Okay,
and then
so
you have
all 15, all 15, and then,
create maybe 3, and then you're 45 plus 60 or 30, and it keeps, it's
Yeah, it's just-
exponential
yeah,
from there.
okay.
Yeah. And then you're not really inbreeding.
ish.
Ish.
It's
Ish.
super ish.
Yeah,
like
ish.
super ish.
So the other theories,
Ish.
the other theories about Loch Ness is otters. That it was just otters.
Like it's a long ass.
Because I don't know if you've seen otters. Have you been and seen like a lot of them?
I
where
took my
they're
dad to the zoo. I love
Yeah,
the otters.
they're
super cute.
slathered.
Oh, they're slippery.
They're slippery little.
They don't, they don't have a long neck like
they-
that.
But that could be a fake.
But maybe he like
That's
lifted his
not-
body out. And like,
Just so we're all clear, this doesn't have to be the Nessie right there. That
Okay,
doesn't have to
true.
be.
yeah, they could have just been like jumping out of the water, like
Yeah.
Okay.
And
The
dude,
general belief that the sightings are misidentifications, meaning either of all the animals that we're talking about, or like driftwood, etc., Just not a monster.
I just want to say something that's
just not a monster.
weird. Like, so you
That's
know,
the idea.
in my neighborhood, like the neighborhood you used to live into,
Yeah.
they have like otter crossing signs.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Tay were out there. We saw an otter. Bro.
Really?
Dude, it was the weirdest. This fucking thing was moving so fast, like across the grass, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was an otter.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Dude, it literally, I thought it was an alien. Like, I thought it was a fucking alien. Because I was, oh my God, what the fuck is that? But it was an otter.
So it's crazy.
It could be an otter.
Yeah, what's crazy about all of this is how many expeditions and how much money and research and
And they found
everything.
nothing. No bones.
Well-
no fucking nothing.
And so in 1934, Edward Mountain financed a
solid
Loch
name.
Ness search after reading a couple articles. 20 men with binoculars and cameras positioned themselves around the loch for 5 weeks.
Jesus Christ. I think you're going to say for like 5 days.
5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Despite them taking all these photographs in 1934, nothing was conclusive.
Why is it all blurry? They're all blurry.
One of the photographs, a zoologist concluded it showed a seal.
That's kind of what it resembles the most.
The
for
guy's
me.
like, Loch Ness. And he's like,
Yeah.
dog. That's your dog. What the fuck? What are you
Okay,
doing?
so in
Bro, have you
1960
ever seen a seal?
in 1962, there was something created called the Loch Ness Phenomena Investigation Bureau,
Okay, wow.
also known as LNPIB.
Wow, also known as tax dollars hard at work.
And
Jesus
its
Christ.
aim was to study Loch Ness and identify Loch Ness Monster. It received a grant in 1962 or 67 for a 2-year program of daylight watches using 35 millimeter cameras.
2 years of this shit. This is like, God.
Can you imagine being tasked to this?
We should
Like,
do a conspiracy on the fucking gross negligence of the budget
Yes.
committees of the U.S. government. Jesus
Unfortunately,
Christ.
nothing really came of it, and they were disbanded 10 years later.
Wow.
1972, Robert Rines and researchers conducted a sonar examination, identifying a moving target in the loch. Later studies in 75 involved sonar readings and underwater photographs. And in 2001, the Academy videotaped a V-shaped wake in an object resembling a carcass.
The Academy.
So Robert Rines concluded that it was a dinosaur and it was the carcass.
Oh, so it died?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so
it's
he's like,
extinct.
oh, they found like the dead body? Well, why did they zoom?
Creating a V shape in the water or what?
Yeah.
Well,
Just floating.
No, but why did
like
they?
a huge ton? Like just imagine a dinosaur body just floating.
But they didn't grab the body?
No.
They're like, they didn't think like, hey, grab
Yeah.
a boat, hook it. Just like, pull it to shore. They're like, no, let it be.
Let it be.
No, this is a Viking funeral. They shot flaming arrows at it and then they like fucking like let it go.
In
It's so
1987,
fucking
bullshit.
I know.
I know, it's such bullshit.
In 1987, something was created called Operation Deep Scan. And it involved 24 boats with echo sounding equipment. Sonar contact with unidentified objects raised more speculations that seals lived in the loch.
It's also like in the grand scheme, like 800 feet really isn't that deep in the grand scheme.
Yeah.
Like the Marianas Trench is like 3 miles or 4 miles deep.
Damn.
I know. It's like, come on.
In 2003, BBC sponsored a search using 600 sonar beams and satellite tracking.
It's a lot.
No substantial sized animal was found.
They're like, it's water. That's it. That's the only shit. There's fucking starfish and like water. That's it.
The BBC concluded the Loch Ness Monster was a myth. In 2018, an international team conducted a DNA survey of Loch Ness,
What?
finding no DNA of large fish or reptiles. Eel DNA was abundant.
Where are they getting the DNA from? The water?
The study concluded there's likely no giant scaly reptile living in Loch Ness.
Who said it was scaly? What if it's a giant eel? What if it's like, what if like the whole thing, it's like an eel with feet and it's like, yeah. Like, what if it's an eel?
So what's
I mean,
crazy?
that's more real.
What's
That
crazy
sounds-
too
that
is,
sounds
you know,
really good.
and I didn't include this, and the reason I didn't include this because there's so many. There's like 30, and it's like 30 instances of people saying I saw something weird in the water,
It's probably an eel.
Yeah.
and I saw little lumps.
It sounds weird because you know how eels swim?
Yeah.
Like they're like almost
Yeah.
like a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can create ripples, and they're they're the most hideous creatures you've ever seen. They're fucking ugly as shit. So I can see like if I saw an eel, I would terrify me. No,
but
their
would they
face,
ever
they're
like come out and stick their head and their neck out?
I've seen a little snake. Have you seen a snake like pop out?
Maybe like
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
maybe like they're
Yeah.
cobras.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on, man?
It's disgusting.
Back up, bro.
It's like a sea possum. Like that's what I equate it to. It's like imagine the most hideous creature you've ever seen, and it swims. It's like fucking disgusting.
So there's just tons. Every year there's just more and more stories.
Still.
Oh, I saw a lump. I saw a shadow.
I think
I saw
still
a
like
thing.
present. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like it's also easy like when you're
I
thinking.
mean, you're at Loch Ness.
no, but when you're thinking something's there, it's like
Yes.
you're automatically you're
trying to look for something.
You're telling yourself
Totally.
that something's there.
Totally.
So you're
Yeah.
like, you see that fucking move? You see that thing move? I saw it. You saw it, right?
You saw that ripple?
Oh my
Just so
god!
you know-
It's the ocean.
just so you know, if we went to Loch Ness and we're like,
I'm not.
I don't know,
You might see
I would
it.
see some shit. And I'd be like, did you see? We just saw Nessie.
And I'd be on the shore. I would
Yeah.
not be in a boat.
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
no. Water's
I'd be
too
like
cold.
100x zoom on my Samsung.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you see that right there?
So here are some explanations that people have brought forward. Eels.
Yes.
know?
I just said that.
Yeah. Many sightings of eels in the loch.
I'm going with eels.
The DNA survey that was done. Eels,
Hella eels.
Tons of eels.
Eels McGee.
And maybe, just maybe, they were big eels.
Just math. Dude,
Yeah,
have
it
you
could
seen-
be.
Abnormally large.
No, but have you
Yeah.
seen how big eels look? Dog. Eels can get big as fuck.
Really?
I'm about to go.
I mean,
go on it right
you
now.
know, there's some big ass snakes. And
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're
And you get anomalies. Like just
right.
Way bigger than normal.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Like we talked about, a 7'7" guy is not
yeah,
a
it's like
normal. Yeah.
super out of the
Yeah.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the biggest conger eel ever recorded was 350 pounds.
Damn.
It's huge. So European congers have an average adult length of 5 feet.
that looks like your Loch Ness
Go
monster
around.
right there. Look at him.
Dude, look at
Look
this.
at him.
Look at this evil fucking giant monster thing.
Look at that shit.
Yeah. And he just dips up.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's a fucking alien. What is this?
Yeah. One theory in
Like,
1979.
look at that fucking.
Holy
And
shit.
this is like a homie with one. Like,
That's disgusting.
dude,
That's
Jesus
the grossest thing I've
Christ.
seen in a long time. So another theory is in 1979. So another
Okay.
theory was proposed that this photograph, the surgeon's photograph, was an elephant, and the photo was
No.
taken elsewhere,
Oh, like in like India or something?
and then claimed to be Loch Ness.
Okay.
Oh.
I can see. It's like the elephant's like breathing. But do elephants go fully underwater? Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably.
Dude, they're
dunk up.
They're fucking 12 feet tall. Like when they
Yeah.
go like full underwater.
So this photo would be like the elephant
Also-
just sticking his trunk out
Trunk
of the
up.
water.
Yeah.
Fully underwater.
Yeah. Because if it's somewhere else, it
Yes,
could be
elephants
shallow.
are able to swim quite far distances underwater by using their trunks as modified snorkels.
Oh wow.
That's a fucking elephant. They can swim surprisingly long
Yeah.
distances while completely submerged.
And that might just be the
They
trunk.
can keep their trunk above water
Could be the trunk.
while their bodies stay just under the surface.
Yeah. Look at this. Look
That
at this.
looks
Look
like
at this
a,
picture.
That
Look
looks
at
like a fucking trunk, dog.
Show him the picture.
That elephant is fully. That's a trunk. This shit's from like this is
saw
Bollywood.
it? The more
we say
fucking
that-
Bollywood.
The more
Dude,
we
I
say
want
that,
you
the
to
more I
go-
think it's elephant.
I want you
That's
to
an
go to
elephant dog. That's a fucking elephant.
I'm looking forward to the day when you're at a bar and somebody starts talking about the Loch Ness Monster and you go, it's an elephant.
And they're gonna be like, what?
That's it.
Yeah, it's an
And like
elephant.
literally, dude,
Discussion
there's
over.
videos of GoPro swimming with elephants. That's a.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna go with elephant.
I'm going.
Okay,
with
well, hold
elephant.
on. We got a
I
couple
was
more.
going with eel.
We got a couple more. Okay, in 2013, the Loch Ness Monster was theorized to be a Greenland shark.
No.
What?
Known to inhabit the North Atlantic Ocean, biologist Bruce Wright suggested that these sharks could survive in freshwater, and the loch's abundance of salmon and other fish supported the theory.
No.
Okay.
That doesn't
Thanks.
explain that photo. Which, to your point, maybe that's not,
Not the
like we're
photo.
just like
We're just
going
using
based
that
on
on that photo. Yeah.
See trunks up. Dude, and
Yeah.
that's the wave behind it.
Yeah. That could be like the ear right there.
Dude, we're fucking. I'm like Sherlock Holmes. This shit.
In 2015, Steve Felton theorized that the Loch Ness Monster could be an unusually large catfish.
It's eel, catfish. It looks similar. Catfish
They
are
do.
Catfish.
Catfish are hideous.
They're disgusting.
Slimy,
Oh my
sick.
god.
But that's a narrow. Once
Exactly.
again, we're going back to this photo as as the
It's like
Bible.
our only, yeah, like
That's
the
like
photo's
our stable thing. Yeah.
That's just the Bible. Like, well, and Jesus said, "This is not a catfish."
So then there's theories of other animals, deer,
Dude, catfish
birds.
gets super huge. Have you ever seen the people
Birds
that
are
Yes.
really big.
No, the people that do like
They stick their hand in
they
the.
stick their hand in the holes and you catch a catfish with your arm and they're humongous,
Yeah.
dude.
Gross.
It's super gross. Yeah.
So a couple other things.
Not
Couple other
catfish.
things that are
Can't
not.
be a catfish.
Couple other things that are not.
Catfish.
Couple other things that are not animal. Boat wakes. Some
But how-
reported wakes resembling creature movements may be misinterpreted of boat wakes.
Okay.
If the water is calm and
then
if
they
you're
have
out from a certain angle,
Yeah.
they look like little bumps.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I-
most stories are about
You
the Loch
see
Ness Monster
something
like
up-
sticking his head out,
Yeah, you
or,
see
or
something.
yeah, like a long neck or whatever.
Yes.
Again, not going based off of just this image, but
I mean,
like most stories.
90% based off this.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Because we have it right here.
know.
So.
Looking at it.
So the other one is trees.
Oh, that's true. No, have you ever gone down
Logs.
you ever gone down a river like you go to Zephyr Hills
Yeah.
or whatever the dude?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of shit sticking out.
Debris.
Oh
all
yeah,
sorts of weird
trees
stuff.
fall down
Yeah.
and they're just poking
So
out.
logs rising to the surface of the lochs could be misinterpreted as the monster.
Okay, I
The
believe
shapes of the logs kind of resemble the description of the creature.
yeah. Long. Or
I don't buy that.
Shut up, Orna.
A couple other things: optical effects,
No.
atmospheric refraction, and wind conditions can distort the appearance of objects and animals in the loch.
This sounds
No.
like that's like now we're like government cover-up language.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Optical. Last one
distortions of the apex systems.
Last one is seismic gas.
Okay, fuck you.
What?
That's worse than the last one.
Geological explanations propose that seismic activity such as earthquakes could cause disturbances on the loch surface.
Phase 2.
Potentially,
It keeps sounding more and more like Project Blue Beam.
potentially mistaken for a swimming creature.
Project Loch Ness.
Yep.
They're not gonna believe in God after they see this guy. they're going off the deep end. Chaos will ensue when the Loch Ness Monster comes.
So there you go. I mean, this is kind of like Roswell or Area 51, where
just worse.
meaning like the entire town is.
Is in.
okay, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
dialed in. They're like.
I mean, can you imagine going
Yeah,
to
but-
Loch Ness and it's just keychains,
Oh, yes.
like
All over.
binoculars for $48?
No, but that's what like they make their living off of it. It's
Yeah,
like that
I
is
know.
actually the sole income source for this like poor little town.
It's I mean, from what I see, it's really
I'd buy the
pretty.
binoculars for a little
Really
souvenir.
pretty.
Oh, it's super gorgeous.
Binoculars from Loch Ness.
Yeah. Little souvenir.
The glasses, literally. So I don't know. What do you make of this
I mean,
thing?
the
This thing
elephant
has
makes the
gone-
most sense. Literally, when you look at this image, and we just learned that elephants, they
Fully
they
submerged.
fully submerged. That literally looks like an elephant trunk coming out and trying to breathe and go back.
I'm 100% on board with that.
And why
Like,
not?
This looks like I can't not see an elephant now.
Yeah, I know.
All I see is elephant.
And why not use that and be like, I found him. I photographed the Loch Ness Monster. If you want to be that one person that photographed the Loch Ness Monster.
You know what
I'm saying?
You know, actually, now we're gonna get super deep. It was probably Ghislaine Maxwell's dad who won that fucking London newspaper. Who was like,
the
"Get
Daily.
if I picture the elephant in the ass, fucking put it in there, fucking it. And the elephant in it.
Okay, it's a good argument.
Yeah.
Good theory. Good theory.
Sorry, I had to go deep.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think?
Elephant. I don't know. I just think that
just
guy
elephant.
I think the guy that took this picture, and I cannot unsee this picture anymore. And
I
like,
know.
this is like our stable piece of,
Evidence.
Yeah.
This is the only evidence we have.
Yeah. So
But everybody agrees
and it
it's
is
a
for
hoax,
everybody
though.
else. This is like
But everybody
the
agrees
picture.
that's a hoax.
No, it's a hoax because it's a picture of an elephant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's a hoax, because it's a fucking elephant swimming. in
If-
a-
You're saying
there
you
was
don't
anything-
believe in Nessie.
No.
If there was anything, I would say that. I mean, because it's possible. Like, think about all the animals that are deep in the ocean that we don't even know about. We're
Totally.
still discovering.
That's what I'm saying. I think that there's crazy shit going on in the real ocean, but in
So
this
you know-
lake,
In
no.
this case, yeah.
Especially because
I think there's a little possibility of something.
no, you know-
just because of that, and
Yeah.
think about it, like I don't know, like fucking alligators are somehow like still part of like the dinosaurs, and
Okay.
You know what I think? I think it's because
But it couldn't be one
That's
for
right.
the whole time.
That's the thing.
Let's just not even
gets me.
take not even take the AD or the Roman time period.
No.
Let's just take the 1933 sighting. That means Nessie's 100
Yeah.
or 90.
old AF.
No,
Yeah.
Not possible. No.
Oh, totally possible.
What if it's like-
turtles fucking live
Yeah,
hundreds of years. And they're useless.
Have you seen
They're
Finding
the most
Nemo?
useless
Hundreds?
creatures.
Oh no, they're not useless. God damn it.
Turtles do nothing.
They're so awesome.
They do nothing.
Hundreds?
Dude, the oldest turtles. The oldest turtles like
Have you seen
180.
Finding Nemo?
How old is the oldest turtle?
I guess.
Turtles
A little
can
bit.
live until they're 130.
Dude, a 190-year-old turtle.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm saying, but turtles
fine.
provide no value to
But
Earth.
maybe it's
Yeah.
like you know, isn't there a comic where in Batman where like he passes the like he gets old and then he has to turn it over to a new Batman?
He's like,
So maybe there's like a Loch Ness that's
I am Loch Ness Monster.
I don't know.
I just don't think. I think the fact that it's freshwater is already like
Ah,
is
no,
already
yeah.
is already a dent
Also,
in
it's
that.
real
I agree.
cold. Real cold.
Well, see, like all the largest sea creatures on Earth are in saltwater. It's
Yeah,
just the way it
big
is.
whales and stuff.
Yeah, massive blue whales.
True.
Like the biggest creatures, the biggest fucking things.
Yeah.
The most unexplored shit's all saltwater.
That's probably one of the more smarter debunks.
Yeah, so I just think that's
Right?
like the fact that it's
Like a basic piece of
the
info.
fact that it's freshwater. There's not a lot of large freshwater animals.
That's a really good point.
And all fresh water comes from lakes. There is no freshwater ocean.
right.
There doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. They're not there.
Right.
So that's why my thing is like I don't think
But
Loch Ness
it can
is
come
a
from
thing.
the ocean and
Yeah, but-
swim its way there.
But 90 there's
that's why there was only one.
there's
Maybe it could walk.
It's like the only one that
maybe
made
it
it.
could swim and walk.
well no there's only
yeah.
there's only two there's only one what's that one remember the thing you sent me on TikTok was it you sent me on TikTok it was like
Probably me.
the only
I'm the
salt
TikToker.
the only saltwater creature ever to like be able to go into freshwater
No, it's not me.
is a whole fuck
Really?
yeah
I
somebody
don't
sent me
remember
this
seeing
shit
Yeah. Anyway.
it's only like one creature ever that could flip.
That's like bye.
Yeah, because if you put any saltwater creature in freshwater,
one?
vice versa, they die. It was like
I didn't know.
I forget what it was.
No, there's fucking like sharks here in Tampa Bay that come from.
Freshwater?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes.
I don't
They're
think
crazy.
So. I think you're off.
You're
on that
fucking
one.
high.
Okay. Okay. What about the croc?
Jorge's an elephant.
The croc is a reptile.
I mean the alligators around here.
they're reptiles. They're not seafaring.
No, because there's crocodiles and alligators. One's freshwater, one's saltwater.
But they don't breathe underwater. They're reptiles. It's the whole point of a reptile.
No, but they still don't live here.
No, I know,
That's
but we're
true.
talking about.
Yeah.
We're just.
No, you're right.
We're just talking about.
Or alligators. Water. Alligators prefer freshwater, while crocs tend to prefer saltwater or brackish water.
I know, but I'm just saying they don't have gills. They don't.
Yeah.
They're
No,
not,
that's-
they
yeah,
don't breathe.
Well, crocodiles have glands in their mouths that expel salt from their systems. Alligators do not possess this gland. They don't breathe, but they live in that shit.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, it's different.
All right.
Here.
I don't know.
All right, I'm checking that.
Is Jorge stupid?
Okay.
I had to ask you guys.
All right. Well, I mean, I hate to say it.
But this is the stupidest fucking
I
conspiracy.
kind of believe there's something there.
What?
What?
You're just being the opposite guy.
No.
Really?
I don't think it's one thing, but I bet there's some weird shit in there.
Wait, so is there one Loch
Okay,
Ness Monster
what?
for you?
No, I don't think there's one. I think
Okay.
there's many monsters.
Loch Ness Monsters.
Yeah, I bet it's like a whole fucking family.
It's like
yeah.
I think there. No,
In Loch Ness in this lake?
no. Here's what happened.
So why
do
did
you
they not
have
find them with the
100
sonar?
Because it's 24 miles long, 800 feet deep. Do you know
There's
how
a lot
hard it
of
is to
miles,
cover?
yeah.
That's a lot. Do the square.
That is
I don't
big.
know how
That
to
is
do the
long.
square.
That's a
That
good
is
point.
long.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
So big.
But I think Eric had it right. There was probably 30 Loch Ness Monsters. And then and
29. No, there was 29 and they didn't make
Yeah,
it.
there's 15 and 14, and they were like,
they didn't make
We
it.
can't inbreed.
And they died off.
And they died off. Yeah, they like after 100 years.
No,
like,
but but isn't I don't know. To me, water and oceans and these massive lakes are the unexplored, right?
well, the ocean's the unexplored. Fully.
Well, I know, but I mean, this is a
there are
smaller thing.
there are
Yes.
massive lakes like the
Yes.
Amazon and like all
Meaning
this shit.
This
like,
lake
crazy.
was explored several times.
No,
Yes.
We just talked
went
about
over
how big it is.
You just went over how many expeditions
it was but it was a pin drop.
Oh,
they didn't say that.
24 boats.
They were like,
They didn't say how much they covered.
We don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't say. They could have covered everything.
Eric's making shit up.
So you're saying the entire Loch Ness is covered?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they
24
cover? Why wouldn't they
miles,
cover the whole thing?
100% covered.
It's too big of a project.
24
it's
miles?
not.
That's not that big.
No, it's
24 miles?
not. It's not that much.
Eric, have you ever been on a highway that they built? Hundreds and thousands of miles of highway that they built.
If you're really after looking for the Loch Ness Monster, you're going to cover all 24 miles.
100%. 100% fucking.
So you think it's fake?
Oh, we got 23. Oh, we're good. Fuck it. Let's
They're
pack
like,
it
you know
up.
what? We
Let's
got like
pack it
3.
up.
Let's
We got 3 miles.
Pack of the cash.
We ran out of funding.
no, they didn't. They kept getting more.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I mean, it is far-fetched.
I think that Eric is
What a bummer.
Eric is just trying to be opposite man.
No, I think it's cool I think it's a cool one. I think it's cool
It would be
if
cool.
it existed.
It actually
If
would.
you guys think this is cool, wait until we get to Bigfoot.
No, it would be sick if like we actually went there one like let's say 2 years from now, like we go to Loch Ness, we're just like having some brewskis and we see something.
Honestly.
And then Eric's gonna take a shitty picture on his like iPhone 20, and then the whole thing, because Eric's whole debunk with fucking UFOs don't exist because there's not like a 4K fucking video of it, and Eric's gonna take a shitty picture of the Loch Ness that we all believe, and he's like, "But no, it's real." And then I'm gonna be like, "I didn't see anything," and I'm gonna make Eric so wrong. I'm gonna make Eric feel like he's crazy.
I like the idea of this story.
I do.
I guess you're right though. There's nothing to to back it up.
No, but the
in
thing
any
is,
way, shape,
I
or form.
do
But I love it's so cool.
I do love
cool.
like the unknown, the unexplored, like ancient animal who like
Big
happened to
fucking-
survive like a fucking asteroid who like killed all the other dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But like
Seems unreasonable.
it's a fucking elephant.
I know. Seems unreasonable.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just looks like an elephant trunk now.
Yeah.
It's just
pretty
like,
much.
That's true. All right. Well, what do you guys think? We want to know what everybody thinks. We're going to do, obviously, this is going to be a very easy poll.
I mean, literally.
Yes or
no.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yay or nay.
But we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got we're going to do a whole episode or series on RFK.
Yeah, we will.
That's gonna be a big one.
We are gonna redo the pyramids because we did it. Pyramids was actually our first ever recorded episode that we deleted.
Yeah.
Instantly deleted.
It just
was so
wasn't.
bad.
It wasn't
professional
enough. It wasn't enough. You know, we were just learning.
So we're gonna redo pyramids.
Yep.
We're also gonna do 9/11.
We're gonna do 9/11.
Yeah.
Now 9/11, we got to get into the right
Mindset.
frame of mind.
It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a
like,
5-part series.
We'll need some runway.
Could easily be like a 15-parter.
Yeah.
I mean, God.
I know.
I mean, I just.
I know.
I mean, I got it. But after after the 5-part JFK, it's like blah.
I know.
It's so much.
But we got through that.
Oh yeah, for
You know
sure.
what
No,
I mean?
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
like,
cool.
we got through it.
Just
Yeah.
the last one, we were like, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Fuck
I know.
yeah.
We
On the last episode.
I think you feel that though. Like when you get through a series or something.
Yeah.
Like OJ, you were done.
Oh, it was super.
Yeah.
Done. I'm so done.
You know what I mean? Like by the end, you're
Jesus
like,
Christ.
so done with OJ.
I'm like, I hate him. Like, fuck off. Kill me now.
Yeah.
Well, we got some cool stuff for you guys
that's right.
planned for 2024. We got a big year planned ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's right.
we've got plans for like a whole fucking merch campaign. We've got. Oh, we're actually gonna start really giving you all the video.
I
That's
know.
another
Yeah.
big plan.
We've recorded 50 episodes of video, and we give you 40-second clips.
Double
of video.
angles. Double
yeah.
angles too.
Yeah.
So we have a whole plan for video. We're just trying to get a video editor to kind of make that happen for you guys. We really want to.
If anybody wants to help out, hit us up.
Yeah.
We really want to increase the content for our paid people. We want to really give them more, more interaction, more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is
for
going to
that.
be the last one of the year, right?
No.
No,
There's gonna be one more. Well, it's gonna be fun. Also, don't forget, please share the podcast. We want obviously new listeners, new people coming on board. The conversation is so much better when there's more people talking.
Of course, and that's also get other people to believe what you believe. That's what I've been doing for 30 some odd years of my life. Just trying to get people on board.
Exactly.
And if they don't believe me, then just keep telling them the same thing over and over again. That's what I do.
So that's all we got tonight. The Loch Ness Monster is real. And
We're going to end off with that.
I love how Eric's like, UFOs bullshit. Loch Ness Monster, 100% real.
pretty rad. I love you, Nessie.
Thanks for hanging out,
I want to get a
guys.
stuffed animal, Nessie.
You know what? I'll get you one for Christmas. I will.
I'm writing that
I'll
down.
buy you for Christmas. All right, guys.
Thanks for hanging
Let's
out.
see you next Tuesday.
See you
Nighty
guys.
night.
What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want to invite you to join us for our Patreon. So what that is an exclusive membership. We're going to be able to get exclusive discounts, like 15% off on all our merch.
And you won't have to listen to these ads
No
ever
more
again.
ads.
Never again.
Plus, you're going to be able to access our minis episodes. So that's something that nobody else is going to get access to. They're just short podcast episodes worth about 15 minutes long or so.
Yeah.
So cool, extra content that you're going to get access to.
I know, and all those other suckers are waiting for next Tuesday. You're going to hit some minis up, fill the void.
That's right.
Instead of, having to wait the rest of the peasants for the next episode.
Okay, so how did they sign up?
So make sure to go to theconspiracypodcast.com/Patreon. It's going to give you a couple of different options. Starting off with $2 a month is the basic option. That price will never change on you. And then there's some other levels if you want extra access and extra goodies.
And just so you know, that $2 a month is just for the first 1,000. First 1,000.
That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, nighty night.